Jay, what'd you buy?
Ooh, I got a couple things.
Stuff. Okay.
I bought a few. It wasn't a huge. It was a really good week. Let me rephrase that. But it wasn't as big as last week. But so tying into both obscure tokusatsu and trying to find things. One thing you won't find. So there was in 1978? Oh, I can't remember. It's either 72 or 78. Anyway, there was a tokusatsu show called Great UFO War Fight Red Tiger. So,
all right,
that's three declarative statements there. Lots of punctuation, a lot of exclamation points. That was aired for one season, and unfortunately, there's only footage from 5 of them that still exist. Obviously, none of them have been translated or anything. And now it could be a Space Monster Wong Mogwai situation where maybe it exists, nobody knows where it is, right? It's in a box somewhere, but we don't know. But Medicom released an awesome Sofubi back in 2015-ish, I think it was, of the Red Tiger, the main guy. And they also like the giant robot battle fortress that is like a main component of the story, apparently. But I loved it because this guy looks like, I don't know, like Evel Knievel and a NFL football player mixed with a tokusatsu star. It's amazing. Look at this guy. This is Red Tiger. Look at Red Tiger.
Oh boy,
there. Looks he has a football with like I know, with a visor, and he has the Kamen Rider scarf. This guy is freaking amazing. But yeah, I mean, he's
cool.
Very, very obscure. Property, but I love it. The what is it called? Rambaro, the giant robot fortress, is like 14 inches tall. It's huge, but this guy is like your normal 9 inches tall. Good Sofubi, but Medicom does good stuff, and I'm just was thrilled that they decided to do Great UFO War.
It's a good looking toy. I don't know anything about it. It's a good looking toy.
Me neither.
Never heard of it before 2 minutes ago, but I love it.
Yeah, I'm just a couple minutes ahead of you. The other thing that
it's crazy how you can see a toy of something and just be like, I have no fucking. I used to be in like it's like kind of the thing where maybe I used to think this way, where it's like I wouldn't buy a toy from something I didn't know or I wasn't familiar with, even if I thought the toy was cool. But Sofubi is different, and it's like almost like the gateway into watching something. I have a couple. I think I've showed them to you before whenever I found it, but like I have pictures on my phone of some vinyl figures or Sofubi where I'm like, I have no idea what this is from. It is from something. It's not made up. Maybe I found it and I'm like, never heard of this in my life, but I feel like I need this toy. So that's a fun thing.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, crossing that bridge into like, to me, I always like, well, I'm not going to own this as a toy unless it has a connection to me. And most of that is through a media property, right? And, nostalgia plays a big part into it, of course, but there's a lot of this stuff that have no nostalgia. But then as you start taking chances and like buying toys that like, I don't know much about this property, I'm going to buy it. And then eventually like, this is a custom toy, but like, I just love it. And like, you get to a point where it's like, I just love how this thing looks. Like it makes me happy being on my shelf because it's cool. And I don't,
which is the point of a toy in the first place, right? 100%. So
yeah, I mean, think about like when we were growing up, like how the toys were better than the cartoon. Like, what do you tell me? Would rather watch G.I. Joe or have my G.I. Joe toys or Masters of the Universe? Like, no, the toys, obviously. And so it's just funny that like when we get older, that kind of switches. And now to some degree, it's a little bit switched back where, these are like my little pieces of art, right? I got that because it looks cool. Yeah. I didn't know when I bought it if it was a real show or not. I didn't know if it was like a made up, like, oh, they're saying it's from a lost tokusatsu show. No, it really was. But I was like, that guy is like he should be like on a fighting with alongside Kamen Rider, but he has a football helmet with a visor on it. It's amazing. And a scarf. But so that was my first pickup. It was totally kind of an impulse, like, well, I need to know about this. The other things are Shocker. No, not the Kamen Rider villain, but Shocker as in no surprise here. I got some more 89. So this one, for those keeping score at home, are numbers 71, 72, 73, and 74.
Ooh, we are getting
I remember
close.
when we got number 1, and I was like, I might get a couple of these.
I remember when you were like at 50 and you were like, I'm done.
I'm done, yeah.
Like at 50, yeah.
Now they're good ones
Let's
coming
see
out.
them, man. What do you got?
Okay, so here's the first one. He is a translucent yellow, clear yellow.
Love that. Yep.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew. That's the Mountain Dew 89.
It is Mountain Dew 89, and now like I'm looking at kind of the blank, the unpainted clears. I mean, you have pink and orange and just clear, and blue and green. Like it's getting like almost like full rainbow. It's gonna be pretty badass.
Yeah.
The next one, so I've had this other one at the store in the 95 sculpt, the same colorway. It's a glow in the dark, and it's in the 89 they've done this clear with the same spray, the same metallic blue spray and silver, but they made this one glow in the dark.
Yeah.
And so I got that one, and it has a great glow. It's a really beautiful piece. I really like it. The blue and silver they do on these, and they've done these in a couple different colorways, like with it once again clear. They've done it with a blue, kind of a greeny blue base. It always looks good. There's just something about it. I don't know if because we naturally think of Godzilla with the spines with silver and the blue with kind of the irradiated look. And, there's something kind of warm and fuzzy about it that's like makes it feel like home. And this is a really cool release of it.
Yeah, I love those.
The next two are kind of totally new colorways. They're not like they're not builds on other ones. They're totally new. This is really cool. This is a blue with kind of almost like a burnt orange coppery spine. So look at this. So he's blue with the silver, but then his spines are this kind of coppery.
Oh, it's like rust. It looks like rust.
Yeah. So he's really, and the red eyes really pop on him. It's a really good look. And they actually did one with an even darker blue that's almost like a purple, but the same kind of concept there with the same rust.
That's like an ashy looking.
Yeah, it really. That's a great call. It's like ash with a little bit of like almost like a blue, a graphite and ash mix. It's really, really, really cool. Look at these guys and brothers. But they are. I love these. These the copper tinted dorsal spines are really, really cool.
I know it's got to be exciting when they come out with ones like that are so different, because so many of those are like, the uninitiated might look at them and be like, that's the same figure. They've already done this. Some of them are so
and the initiated would say that too.
They wouldn't know. But those are cool,
I just
man.
like so they obviously there's so many that are unpainted, kind of blank one colors. There's the clears, there's the glitters, there's the marbles.
I still like those pastel.
Me too.
Ones that look like candles. Those are
yeah. But then when they came out with the other one the other day, those 3 red glitter ones that I showed off with kind of the blues and the yellows and the purples and the red glitter base. I love those because they're just different.
Yep.
So yeah, how about you, man? What'd you get this week?
I got a toy.
You teased last time.
I got one thing. Yeah, it came in. I talked about it last time. It came in right after the show. And then it's been 2 weeks. I almost forgot to pull it out. I was like, I'm sitting here and I was like, man, I got to step it up because I don't ever have, Jay's always got so many things and I never got anything. And then I'm like, hold on. I got a pretty big toy over the weekend.
Well, and also you do a show that's
all
total
toys,
toy collecting.
So
it's like, I mean, it's not really a fair thing.
Yeah, I'm like,
if I was on that show, I wouldn't have anything ever.
That's my problem, is that I've noticed there's so many different kind of collectors, and there's a lot of people who collect Godzilla and Safubi like only collect Godzilla and Safubi. Yeah. And if you're watching this and not listening, you can see the room I'm in is full of toys, and there's no Safubi in this shop because the Safubi are all on this wall here.
Yeah,
like they're all on the opposite side. The problem is that I collect too many things.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway, I did get over the weekend. Picked this bad boy up. I got another of these Star Ace.
Yes.
Harryhausen, Valley of Gwanji. This is my most anticipated one. I was waiting on this one. I kind of messed up and I let it it kind of slipped my mind. I let it sell out like an idiot. And then I was like, oh, I didn't get Gwanji. Valley of Gwanji is my favorite. Mm-hmm. And then over at Awesome Collector, he had some warehouse finds, and And this was one, and I picked him up.
Look at that guy.
And there he is. Guanji. This is great. I love it.
And you know how you talked about, maybe some of the Harryhausen pieces can transition to like kind of the non-toy rooms to be like signature pieces. I definitely think Guanji fits in that category.
Yeah, he can't. I definitely want to, I've been working with some rearranging and getting stuff into the living room, and I definitely want to maybe put some of these figures in there. He's got the wing here, which is magnetic. It magnets right in. And then it's also got the base, which is just the rest of that dinosaur, and he kind of sits like this. But yeah, dude, I love this. I don't know if they've done any of the other. It'd be cool if they've done the other, like the Styracosaur, or
I think they did.
Did they do that already? It was
a Styracosaurus. Yeah, I think they do. I can double check that. Let's fact check Jay on the spot.
I would love to get that.
I think they did.
Man, it'd be cool to pick that up. It'd be cool if they did the little miniature, the little mini horse, dude. It'd be so cool.
I might be thinking about. I think I might be thinking about that. I know they did the Triceratops from.
Well, they did, yeah.
But
they did.
I thought they did the Styracosaurus. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't see it. I knew it was one of the ceratopsians. I just didn't know which one.
Yeah, I know they did the Triceratops for 1 million BC, and they also did the other one of the other dinosaurs from that. But for Guanji, right. I think this was it.
Yeah, they did the Ceratosaurus, I know, from 1 million years BC as well.
Yes.
Yep, they didn't. They have not done it. So yeah, there we go. Get on the horn. Let's get a Styracosaurus.
Let's do it. I need it. I love it.
And maybe is the premium. You'll get all of the little cowboys trying to rope the Guanji and stuff in there. With all
my god, that would be
the most difficult scene ever to shoot of all time.
That would be cool, or even just like there's the scene where they all rope the like pterodon. That would be cool. I know we got a dead one here, but like that would be cool to have that. Yeah, dude, I want all the Valley of Guanji stuff. I want.
You need the Eohippus. You have to come with a little Eohippus.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, a little mini horse, dude. It'd be great. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
That's my only pickup, though. That's my only kaiju pickup.
That's a darn good one, man.
Listen, sometimes people think my pickups are light, but it's because I've spent way more money on like vintage Lord of the Rings figures this week. So, and they're not.
I don't think anybody thinks that. Believe me, I don't think they do because we've seen some of your crazy pickup weeks. But yes, they also know that your Star Wars Hot Toys, your vintage Lord of the Rings.
It's a lot of stuff. I also did get a Star Wars Hot Toy in the same.
I know. I bet I brought that. Yeah. And those aren't cheap, man. Those aren't cheap. That's X plus and then some in most.
I think that one costs more than the Guanji did. The Hot Toy.
What I've found, and I think another reason why it's been even harder for me to stay away is if you get the Star Ace, the Harryhausen stuff, like when it comes out, and you get like it's such a good value for what you get. Like it's great. Yeah. It's just when you wait for it and like you have to pay secondhand or when one pops up or whatever, like that's when it gets a little tricky. Now the big ones like the Kraken stuff are always going to be expensive.
Well, it's weird. It's weird though, because sometimes Sideshow will like sneak up. When I bought Ymir and the Rhedosaurus, it was buy one get one half off on Sideshow, and it's because and it's weird. It's like people want the Kraken and people buy the Clash of the Titans stuff, but some of the lesser known stuff, it's like people are buying it less. So I guess like I think the 1 million BC figures last time I looked, I think were 20% off on there. Because they're I think they're probably just sitting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, the Hot Toy shit, you got to buy it immediately, or you're never gonna. I have like 5 Hot Toys on pre-order, and like they're not coming out for like 2 years. It's like you're just forgetting, and one day you start getting charged $50 a month, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh, a Hot Toy.
I also I think that another one that we forgot that I really want them to do is the Hydra from Jason and the Argonauts. I think that'd be
that'd be great. That'd be
really cool. Oh man, am I gonna start collecting Harryhausen stuff?
Dude, you
Jay,
should. I
you
saw
are
that.
bad influence, man.
I saw that they had put out. You remember in Seventh Voyage of Sinbad when the one girl like wants to be beautiful and they turn her into like a snake
Yeah.
dancer.
Yeah.
They did a figure of that, and I was like, this fucking looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like it looks so cool. I forget
Everything they do,
what she's called, but yeah, it's all so good.
Because I mean, they did like the homunculus, and they did all these weird ones, and it just all looks like great. Oh yeah, this dancing snake lady is that's a great scene, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
And they did the Minotaur. I think they did the Minotaur, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. Oh my gosh, no,
man. I mean, I'm still thinking about jumping in and buying one of those Cyclops figures because I'm scared I'm scared the next thing they release is gonna be the dragon that the Cyclops fights.
Yeah,
and I'm like, well, that is a display that I need.
Yeah. And then that thing,
like,
they're going to
buy the Cyclops now before it goes out.
Yeah, or they're going to jack the price up on the ones that are left because they know people want to complete the set.
Maybe they'll bundle them. Maybe they'll put them together. That'd be cool.
Oh gosh, yeah. If I can find something to stop collecting or get rid of, then maybe. But I don't.
What are you talking about? You just made a whole shelf of space getting rid of the Ninja Turtles.
I did, but those are going to be for overflow. So I have some
89 89s are going in there.
I know, yeah, exactly. Because as the 89s move over, that Safubi has to go somewhere. And I've moved. It's just all transitioning around the room. I mean, I literally had 4 Marusan 450s. I had the 450 89, the Gigan, a Biollante. I had 5. I had a Hedera and a Jaguar, literally just sitting on top of my arcade game up here. Like, it doesn't have a real shelf. So, like, if I try to play the arcade, those things are coming down. I just had nowhere else to put them. So they'll go on the top of the Detolfs that I cleared. That normally had the street scene diorama from NECA. That's gone. So I'll have a place to put that. And that giant Ultra 7 that I bought for my warehouse still, I got to find a place for that. It's getting a little crazy. But yeah, I'm trying to make it where I have a spot for 89 89s because I don't have the shelving for. I'm already like 7 or 8 that I don't have space for, so I got to keep clearing.
I get it,
so,
dude.
I don't know.
I bought a couple of these things from IKEA.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I was inspired by you because you have a lot of similar shelves like this that look really good hanging on the wall. The only issue is that IKEA only makes them this width.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, maybe. It's not huge. It's not as big as you want for Kaiju. You did send me a link where I could get better ones, but I was at IKEA. They had these. I bought a couple of them, but I think I'm gonna maybe put them not with the Kaiju stuff, but over here and maybe put like vintage toys, like Kenner toys, stuff like that, because those don't need 5 inches of space to put on. Like those will fit on here just fine. But I do have room for some Kaiju ones on this wall where all the Kaiju is. I just need to buy them and put them up, I guess.
I get mine from the Container Store. For those that are interested in, they go at about 8 inches. You can get 24 by 8, which is great for Godzillas. They're perfectly fine for Safubi, but actually you can get them. They're 12 inches deep as well, but they don't go out as wide. It's almost like it's not necessarily a square, but it's I think it's 12 by 18.
Yeah,
12 by 24.
way smaller.
I have those, and especially if you're going to you can like stack layers if you get some acrylic stands on the acrylic base. Only issue with that, if it's anything that's heavy, those typically do dip, even with like the best anchors and everything, unless you put some like brackets under it. So Safubi are usually pretty good because it's light, but if you're planning on putting like get the big acrylic 12-inch deep ones and put like a play set on there, it might not hold. But I love the acrylic shells because they don't take up a lot of room and you don't see them when you're just glancing at the wall, which I think it's usually pretty good. So I like them, but I need some more. I'm actually going to have to do, I think to do the 89 89s, I think I'm going to have to put like 2 shelves, one that's literally this far off the floor. Just because to make it go this it's gonna be wacky, but we'll figure it out, man. Hey,
you're gonna make it happen.
I'm gonna make it happen.